Hello there, folks. Welcome back to Mount Vernon Independent Film Festival. I am Kouamy Davis Brown, and I am here with the one and only
Nic Costa.
Nic Costa. So, Nic, please let the people know the name of your film and a little synopsis about it.
Okay, well, it's called Raging Midlife. It's a rom-com buddy comedy in the style of like a John Hughes. Someone said Bill and Ted too. I kind of like that.
Oh, I do like that too.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it.
But it's about a couple of guys on a quest to get a tank top from their favorite 80s wrestler. And after they're outbid at an online auction from a daughter that's trying to satisfy her father's final wish to be buried in it. That's me telling a little bit, not too much, but enough that will sizzle your biscuits and make you want to watch it.
Sizzle your biscuits.
My favorite part about telling people about it is like, so what's it about? I tell them, like, and who's in it? I'm like, Paula Abdul, comedian Eddie Griffin, Star Trek's Walter Koenig, and me and literally all of my friends from Oregon City High School. So, you know, when we build things together with our friends, we have a good time doing it, and that's what we did here.
And that's what the spirit of independent filmmaking is, I believe. And I love hearing like so much about that background when it comes to your film, because I mean, watching your film, like you just heard him drop like star names. Like, he's not even joking. Like, he's dead serious. He just dropped star names. When I saw it, I was just like, oh my goodness, production.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Production.
Well, it was one of these things, like, especially with your friends, they're always trying to like push you, like, hey, what if we just go a little bit bigger? Hey, what if we get this this courthouse? Yeah, let's try to get a giant courthouse. Hey, what if we can get Eddie Griffin? No way, dude.
Goodness.
Are you kidding me? The Undercover Brother, dude. Let's okay. We just keep snowballing until finally, like, you're sitting there. I was in LA when we finally found out that Eddie Griffin was on set, because you never know. People say they're gonna show up, and then they don't. And then he was on. I was literally in some sort of armory where you get like fake weapons, and I had like 5 fake AK-47s around me, and someone's like, "Eddie Griffin's here. He wants to know what kind of movie this is." And I was like, "Holy shit, we did it. He's here." Yeah, tell him. What does he mean by movie? He's like, he wants to know if he can say motherfucker. I'm like, "Oh yeah, Eddie Griffin, he can say." He wants to say some other words. He can say all the words. We'll just edit it as we need to. So that's what happened there. So
that's awesome.
Small miracles. That's what independent filmmaking is, man.
Yes.
Man, just a series of small miracles coming together.
And that's beautiful, like, to have friends like push you in order to like get to that next envelope. Because I bet you were like, probably not, but your friends were like, hey, ooh.
Exactly.
Ooh,
just
like,
putting the fire.
Yeah.
And also too, like, you know, pick you up when, like, because, you know, we actually don't tell Eddie this.
Yeah.
He was not our first choice, not just because we didn't want him, but because
yeah.
we had Keith David in that role. And that was another one. Was like, dude, Keith David, man, let's get. And he was doing a show in Brooklyn. Oh, excuse me, Broadway. And he ended up getting COVID, and so we lost him. And then literally like a week later, we're all gonna fly down to LA, and it was like, no worries, we got Paula still. We got Paula Abdul, dude. This is gonna be great. And Paula's people literally call us up the night we were flying down to LA, and they're like, "Hi, Nick, it's Tom, Paula's manager, and with Arnold Stiefel here. We got a problem. Paula's got COVID." I'm like, no. So we had no Keith, no Paula. We were flying down to shoot Walter Koenig, the Star Trek guy. And I was like, we have so many people flying down, so much equipment rented, so many loans taken out to do this. And it was just like, what are we gonna do? And we literally switched on our Wi-Fi, and we're like, okay, what do we need? We need a Mexican cartel warehouse. Okay.
Of course.
And I didn't even know there's like an Airbnb for film sets in New York and LA.
Yes.
See, I'm from Portland. People don't tell you this stuff.
Oh, they don't? I bet it's in Portland now too.
Gigster, you know?
Yes, Gigster.
Plug
yeah.
for Gigster. They should be sponsoring Mount Vernon Film Festival.
And ShareGrid. Check out ShareGrid.
Oh, ShareGrid.
Yeah.
See, this is why you go to festivals, so you can actually learn how to actually make a movie and figure out how to get out of a bind. But yeah, so we needed a Mexican warehouse, an airport, and a star. And a buddy of mine was like, I heard you got a, he's a producer in LA, and he's like, I heard you got a problem. I'm like, I got a big problem. And he's like, I got a friend in New York who's an agent who might be able to get somebody in 48 hours for you. And the agent calls me. He's like, here's a list of everyone who think I might be able to do this for you in 48 hours. And it was like, it was Paul Rubens, Carol Kane, Sean Astin, and on and on. I'm like, oh my gosh, Pee Wee Herman? I want Pee Wee. I want Carol Kane, Sean Astin. and they all get back to me, and they're like, Paul Rubens needs 60 days. Carol Kane needs 30 days. Sean Astin's gonna do it, but he wants $50,000. Shame on you, Sean Astin. But then he was like, you know what? Eddie Griffin might do this, but he's doing a show at the Sahara Casino on Monday night after you guys are shooting. Can you get him that show on time? And I just said, we can do anything, right, guys? Right, guys? And we're like, yeah, we'll get it. And sure as shit, Eddie Griffin shows up with his entourage and just knows every line. And it's just like, does it to script, and he's like, now can I do a funnier one? I'm like, yes, Eddie Griffin, you can do whatever you want. And he just killed it. So and wouldn't have happened if I didn't have my friends. Literally just like, I had your back, just like, we got this.
Yes.
We did. Goonies never say die. See, I'm from Oregon. It's where Goonies is from, so Goonies never say die. And we didn't die that day. So, and that was because of all of our friends, man.
That's freaking phenomenal. That's freaking phenomenal, because I am a big advocate in believing that community, common unity when it comes to creating films, especially independent films, is so important. And hearing about your community, because I think cast and crew is like the biggest community there is, no matter how big, no matter how small, no matter how long you've been together. But you've had the privilege of being with your friends along with the cast and crew. I'm just curious, like when it came to building other facets of your crew, what things did you specify or need, or you believed you need, or you focused on?
Well, as far as like our crew is concerned, as you know, you've been in this industry for a while too, it's a team sport, man. It is a team sport.
I saw those credits.
And yeah, I had to do some uncomfortable things where I had to tell some of my friends, you got a bad attitude, and I'm so sorry. We can't. We got no room for failure here. And you know what? I love you so much. You're a friend of mine, but you gotta go, dude. And that was a wake up call for some. But the friends that were like there, who understood what we're trying to do, were just like keeping it positive, because at any moment things are gonna go south. You learn very quickly that, man, you really just you do need talent, but you can't beat a good attitude. You really can't. Kids at home, okay? If you want to get hired, at least on my set, you gotta have a good attitude, because this is hard work. For real.
100%. Like, positive attitude costs nothing.
Have that extra cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Get that sleep. And I get it. Some people, we had some long shoots, 12, 14-hour days sometimes. Make sure you feed your crew well. That's the key. When you don't have a lot of money, get crafty, baby. Get a lot of craft services, and make sure you don't just buy cold cuts and make, bad sandwiches. Learn that one the hard way, too.
For those that don't know, crafty is essentially where, food is presented for the talent and crew. So that's what crafty is.
That's right. Make sure there's good snacks. That's right.
Okay, so I'm curious, like, what was the inspiration of this film? Or, what's the inspiration of you becoming a filmmaker in general?
So all these guys I made this film with, I went to high school with.
Yes.
A lot of them. And we were all in theater club, and film club and everything. And so we were predominantly actors and filmmakers from an early age. And, I went to LA, I was telling you earlier, for a year, felt like 10 years.
Wait, 99, when did you go?
99.
99?
Not to date
Okay.
myself.
Okay.
Yeah, 99. And it was like the longest year of my life. And by the end of it, I remember the director, Rob, in this film, was making his own movie in Oregon with he got a sponsor, gave him a camera, and I'm like, wait a minute, we can just make our own movies. We don't have to come down here to LA and go in this cattle call. This is the way to do it. Okay, still do the art, but do it our own way. And I'm happy to report we've never made a dime on any of the films that we've made. We made 3 at this point, but man, we have a really good time doing it. And when we share it with the world and they're laughing, our job here is done.
Yes.
You know, honestly.
Yes. You know what your film made me say the whole time? I was just wondering, because I was like, all right, like these guys the acting is too on point. The production is too on point. It's a cast, and on top of it, it's a feature. Like I was just like, they must be from Groundlings. They must be like some connection.
No,
with, like,
not at all. Not at all.
UCB or some type of improv or sketch or something.
It's funny you should mention that because like the guy that plays my my co-star, Matt
buddy.
Zach, his name is Mark in the film. He's one of the funniest. He's like the second coming of, I don't know, Jack Black or Chris Farley or something.
Yes.
And he is the funniest dude I've ever met. And he works in water treatment. And I'm just like, dude, what a wasted talent. You know what? You're going to be in the movie, Matt. I don't care. I got to pull you away from your wife and your kids.
Yeah.
And that's another great thing about why we love doing this is because it does bring our friends out who we never get to see otherwise. Because I was like, Matt, let's go grab a drink at the bar. No, I can't. Hey, Matt, we're going to make you a star of a movie. I'll be there in 5 minutes. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? I had like the similar experience. Like I told you backstage, I got a scholarship in speech and debate and theater to go to California, and I went with one of my homies that we did speech and debate together.
Yeah.
And which is basically competitive acting. It's weird, but I could tell you later if you're interested. But essentially, we were creating a film company as well, and I was just like, hey, like. Just work with me. And he was just like, hey, I'll work with you. He gave me 2 years. He was like, hey, now I'm going to the Marines. But this guy is extremely talented. When I say sponge, the most talented person I've ever known in my life. But now he's a cop.
Oh, wow.
So now I'm telling him, I'm like, hey, if I make a role, are you gonna jump back in?
Exactly.
And he always says yes.
There you go.
He always says yes. So.
That's right. It's even though he's got his life, there's still time to just break away, from that life and make the art, man. And is he a comedian?
I'm telling you, he's so talented. He could be anything.
Does he sing?
He does not sing, but he looks
the next
like
one's
he looks
musical,
like Usher.
folks.
He looks like Usher. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. So that's pretty close to it. Yeah.
Well, so how's the company going?
The company? Yeah. I'm still doing some things. I'm working on something right now with a person that's not currently here, but he also went to school with me and Brian. So
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys keep it going, and then Usher, you can just bring Usher in when you need him.
Yeah,
There you
exactly.
go. That's the plan.
Exactly.
That's the plan.
But I love your film. I can't say that enough. I was cracking up, dying. I know you came in late, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I my friend and roommate who was a filmmaker as well was like, oh, I got this movie, I got to show you. I've been editing, so I was up too late watching his film, and then woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get late. So I apologize for being late.
No.
But I was glad to make it.
You made it. You did not hear my hysterical laughter.
Oh.
That's the thing you missed, but it's all okay.
Oh, that's what I love, though. That's the best part. I was telling the previous filmmaker who was here. We were at Cannes at a film festival 3 weeks ago in France, and it's such a different thing bringing a comedy abroad. And we had like French subtitles put into it, and the French are just sitting there watching, and just like, je ne sais pas, don't understand the joke. And then he gets hit with and unless someone gets hit with a volleyball, which they do in this movie, then they laugh. But yeah, it's funny that the physical comedy works abroad. Yeah, but when you try to use
it's universal.
It's universal. Charlie Chaplin, Roberto Benigni and Life is Beautiful, they made it work. So we tried to do that in this one, a little bit more physical comedy. But yeah, it was but it's fun to get in there and hear people actually respond, because that's where the dividends are for us, anyways. Yeah.
Okay. And lastly, I wanted to know, like, what do you consider yourself like not necessarily. First, what would you consider yourself first? An actor, a director, a filmmaker? Not saying to compartmentalize and say that he cannot do all these lovely things, because clearly he has. But I'm just curious.
A lost boy, okay, and not like Peter Pan, but like one that like fights pirates. What if that was that? That's how I feel in my day-to-day life. But no,
love that. I really do.
If I was seriously answering this question, so my day job is I work in removal defense. I'm an immigration attorney. Okay. And I often joke with my friends. The only reason why I even went to law school is so that I was like, God, we were like freezing, making this a sci-fi film with like no budget, and I was like, hey guys, I got an idea. What if I go to law school, and then I make all the money, we can make the movies. Like, yeah. It's like a total stupid idiot. That's exactly what I did. But then I went into immigration, which makes no money whatsoever. So it's kind of like, oh, okay, back to the drawing board. But so no, if I'm answering the question seriously, or if I understand the question right, artist always first.
Okay, nice.
Always first. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I meet more and more, especially in New York, people kind of like, I gotta do that other job. I gotta do the job. You know, I mean, do I like being a lawyer? Not really. Have you met lawyers? But it definitely. I'm glad that I do what I do because I feel like I'm helping a lot of people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's kind of like, man, I hope if AI is coming at all and there's robots coming, I hope they can do all those other jobs so we can finally do the humanities and all the art stuff that we were supposed to do when we got out of school and all that, you know what I mean? So yeah, always artists first. I think we're gonna move to the stage though, because I'm worried. Yeah. We're all worried about AI, and I was like, AI's not coming for that stage at all. Because people that want to go and see something on the stage, they want something real, you know. Just like I say, no one's ever gonna replace lawyers in the courtroom because no robot will ever be as drunk as me in a courtroom, ever. I'm just kidding, Oregon State Bar. I really am. And there goes the license. Shit.
Disclaimer. All of these things are
we're making comedies. Exactly. We're making comedies, folks. We're making comedies. So.
No, but that's great. Like the more filmmakers I've interviewed, they've always talked about something called like baseless. No, not baseless. Grounded. What is it? Grounded, like crazy, like an undying belief in oneself. To delusion, grounded delusion.
Grounded delusion.
Yes,
like
grounded
that.
delusion. Yeah.
Grounded though. Delusional,
yeah.
But grounded.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. So would you speak more on that? Like, what type of like willpower was necessary in order to push through these conflicts? You know, the fires that you had to go through and creating the filmmaking?
I mean, when we started, it was the height of the pandemic, and in Oregon, we had the most fires, conflagration of just wildfires since I have been living there. There was all the protests happening in Portland too. The city was burning. I mean, it was crazy. And meanwhile, me and my merry band of men and women were just making this kind of like comedy where it was like we were seeing a lot of division. It was kind of funny because the original concept wasn't a tank top. It was a tank top, but it was Kurt Russell's tank top from Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah. And we switched it to a wrestling tank top when in Portland there was this wrestling outfit called Blue Collar Wrestling. And it was so weird to go there because, man, you'd go there and it was just like every political spectrum, you all the punk rock guys and the MAGA people all coming together, drinking a beer and just kind of like celebrating this sport. And it was just like, whoa, maybe there's hope for us at all, for after all. And so it was kind of cool to be like, hey, well, let's switch the concept here. Let's do wrestling and bridge the divide here, and maybe, just maybe, we can heal our community a little bit. And so during all this craziness, it was kind of like, all right, well, we got this thing. We felt very grounded, like, hey guys, full steam ahead, ignore the chaos, and let's just keep making this thing. And if our rule on set was, if we're not having fun, we're not doing it.
Oh. I
we're not
love
having
that
fun.
role.
We're not doing it. And that's why I had to send a few of those people home because they weren't having fun.
were not
Those
having
attitudes. So, but that was the mantra. And then, and then it was just kind of like, failure is not an option at any turn. And how big can we go? So, yeah. And so it's funny because I just got off the phone with the guy who plays Mark, my co-star, and he's like, when are we doing the next one? I'm like, oh, when you pay it for it, man. Because, man,
I'm not getting another divorce.
Exactly. Right. I already sold the house. Yeah. So.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, thank you again. Please allow the people to know.
Top 3 wrestlers.
Oh, top 3 wrestlers.
Oh, man. No doubt. Macho Man Randy Savage.
Okay.
And Rowdy Piper. Absolutely. You know what? I love The Rock, too. You know what? He had style. That whole, his whole finishing move, man. The people's elbow.
Yes.
I think that's is that what it's called? Okay, number 4, $1 Million Man, because he had in fact, we used the $1 Million Dream. The $1 Million Dream in the film. That's what Raging, I forget what they call it in the film now because I've just been rambling. But anyways, you can see the film.
Yes, please.
Yeah, you
Let
can see
them
the
know.
film on, it's on Prime right now. You can, if you like advertisements, you can even watch it on Tubi or YouTube for free. So, yeah, we got picked up. Still haven't seen a dime, but you can watch it for free, baby.
You should put like a little donation thing everywhere.
Oh, right.
And then like be like, hey,
Want to
if
see
you wanna,
some more?
Yeah.
You want to buy a beer
Donate.
for the kitchen? Yeah, right.
Yeah, donate right here. Did you
Right.
like it?
Did you like
Did
it?
you want to see? Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of that's the way to do it. I mean, when we were pitching the film to like Paula and even Eddie's people, it was always like, "Hey, we're pretty fun guys. Do you want to have fun with us?" I would say to you folks at home, "We're pretty fun guys. Would you like to have fun with us? Do you want to keep having fun with us? Well, go ahead, donate right now. 555-555-555. Or actually, we do have a Venmo at Savage Midlife.
Hey, that's real.
Which was the original title of the film, but Macho Man Randy Savage we kind of had to remove because we didn't want to get sued, and made up our own wrestler, Raging Abraham Lincoln, hence Raging Midlife. Look at that, we got like everything out on this interview.
Awesome.
Even complicating factors on my bar license now. Yeah.
All the juicy stuff.
All the juicy
All
stuff.
the juicy stuff
Saved
here.
for the best, Mount Vernon,
Mount
baby.
Vernon,
That's
yeah,
right.
Mount Vernon Independent Film Festival. You hear it here. But lastly, can you give the people your best wrestler impression?
Oh yeah, You know what? Oh, Macho. Yeah, one of my favorite Macho Man. I gotta key this one out so the people know. He was on Arsenio Hall, and Arsenio Hall says, "Hey, Macho Man, you ever cry, Macho Man?" He goes, "Oh yeah, Macho Man's cried 1,000 tears. He's gonna cry 1,000 more. Yeah, Macho Men can feel all the feelings and all the rainbow. You know, I can tell you one thing. I've soared with the eagles, and I've slithered with the snakes. And I can tell you right now, there's only one guarantee in this life, that there are no guarantees. So if not life knocks you down, you take the standing 8 count, and you get back up, and you keep on fighting. That's what Macho Men do, Dig it? That's it. That's my Macho Man.
That's amazing. Mine is Ric Flair. Woo!
Oh! That's it. That easier to do, a lot less to memorize, and he's still doing it. He's still doing it,
He is.
dude. He's one of the greats.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.